So the other day, Memor, I had a conversation with a friend about this 50-50. That's how they started the conversation. And let me explain what we talked about. It's very interesting. So we were talking about, our different dynamics in our relationships. And I told them, or him, about our dynamic that we have, which is not 50-50, which is more, we're dividing responsibility based on, well, first what we prefer, but also what are our strengths. And it kind of happened naturally, like that share of responsibilities. While for them, it works more 50-50. That I don't know exactly how they divide it, but that's how this conversation started. Then later, there was a third friend there, and we talked about it again, because he didn't give really his opinion about what we were discussing. He was kind of like a little bit on the side of the conversation.
Vale.
And I said that our dynamics kind of like happened naturally. And then he asked me this question, which was very curious. Then why are you communicating something if it's already working? And that was for me, it was curious that he said that. But what do you think about that? Like only bringing up something, he mean when you are in a crisis, when you're desperate for a solution, something is not working as we wish it to work, which obviously is valid to communicate, of course, by then also, but why not when things are good?
I think it's about validation, and we all like validation. So why not telling your partner when you like what the person is doing?
Yeah.
And it's not, okay, let's start in other environments. Let's say school. Remember when you were in school, you wanted that validation from your teacher telling, hey, yeah, you're doing good. Like that is okay how you are doing it. Good job.
Okay, so that will be a communication for you. So maybe the
No,
communication is
the validation, that's what I mean. The same when you are at work and then you are doing something good, it feels amazing. And I don't think just for myself. Everyone feels really good when you are doing something good. And then the person is telling you, in this case, your boss, if he's at work, is telling you, you are doing great. Why not?
Of course, that feels good.
I like that. I do that, and I really like that. Because then we get into this, okay, we only have a conversation when something is wrong. That is not nice. It's like, mi amor, we need to talk. That's why in too many couples...
I was thinking that also.
In too many couples, when your partner is telling you, mi amor, I want to talk to you, immediately there is alert. It's like, okay, what happened? I did something wrong.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be like that.
No, and I also think some within relationship and in kind of whatever, like, first off, when things goes bad for us in life, then it's when we are like bringing it up. If you're a believer of God or the universe or something, and you only pray when you're in a crisis.
Yeah.
But in that spiritual journey, there's also gratitude, which you're practicing daily. In too many cases, and I can just speak for myself, when you're in a flow and everything works out as we wish almost, you forgot that because you are living in such a euphoric state and everything just flows and it's great until something happens and you forget and you are living in this false reality that this will be something forever and you completely forget and you feel like a loser. That is the self-talk I have with myself sometimes when I went through that roller coaster. And the same in relationship, like when everything flows, then we forget like why we even with each other sometimes, maybe even. And I'm better at that part of my life than in my spiritual journey to really embrace. And I think that's why our marriage is so strong, in my opinion, mi amor, at least. No, but it's that, just admiration, that little thank you, and like more practical example would be you're doing the dishes most of the times. I am taking out the trash and vacuum. That's just divided like that. And we talk about it. It happened naturally, we brought it up. And not doing that, I think we risk stepping into taking each other for granted. And that can create some resentment.
Yes, I mean, everyone talks about communication in relationship and in any type of relationship at the end. Yes, we talk about communication. In this case, it is in your marriage and your relationship. But then that is the point. That lack of communication, it comes to the point where you only communicate what is wrong. If you only communicate what is wrong, I personally think that you are not having a good communication.
Yeah. And
So
you close yourself.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
a communication, it is the good and the what can be improved.
Yeah.
Everything. And here was the gratitude. So then why not? I know, yes, it's your responsibility, taking the trash and vacuuming. But even though when it's your responsibility, mi amor, man, I'm grateful that you are doing it. So
Yeah, of
thank you
course.
so much, honey.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. No, I think it's important to bring that up. But actually, I have a story, and I haven't told you this. But now when we are talking about this, exactly this, then I want to tell you. Are you ready?
What happened?
So the other day I had a meeting, and after the call, Celeste came, and she was like, "I want to tell you something." And I was like, "No, I'm not ready to hear any feedback right now." And
Yes, and I was like, whoosh,
and-
hold your horses.
yeah. And then I kept doing my thing to close and taking notes afterwards and everything that I do after those meetings. And then after I was like, okay, I know what she's gonna say. And then I just turned the chair towards her, and I was like, okay, I'm ready. And then I was like,
My ego is ready to take whatever you're gonna say.
yeah. And guess what? There were just good feedback. And she even said it. She was like, yeah, I can really hear how much you improved in your communication, mi amor.
Yes.
And I was like, I didn't say anything by then because I didn't want to kill the moment. And then I forgot because the week has been busy ever since. That's actually something I thought. And even though I believe we have a good communication and showing each other admiration every day, even though it is so like printed into us and wired into us that
Always expecting the worst.
yeah, expecting
Ush,
the worst.
horrible.
But also it was this, how you came. You were like, Amor, I want to talk to you. I was like,
Really?
yeah.
Did I
well-
say it like that?
No, but like quite serious. And immediately after you heard me saying bye to them. So it was like, no, I'm like, no, I'm not ready for any feedback. And then, yeah, but but it was an interesting conversation. Just to wrap this up and not making it too long. But yeah,
I see.
that was
Because I
that was
wanted
nice.
to. I think that is how you build a strong relationship when the communication it is involved the negative and the positive, like a
Oh.
battery. There is a positive and a negative together in the same battery.
Yeah, otherwise it won't work.
Exactly. So it is necessary both. So why only bring in
That's a
up
good one.
what the negative? Then we come to the part. Yes, I'm always expecting the worst. Every time a partner wants to talk, then I'm this defensive and all right, let's see. And then every time that person wants to connect in a conversation, then everyone is stressed because you know that you are going to talk about something negative.
Once you said something about that, it was like every time you're going to call your partner out, you should give your partner, what was it, like 5 compliments or something like that? Or what?
Yes, like 5 compliments for one something to improve. Because we all like to
See, and
yes,
you're
being
willing to
validated
listen.
for what we are
Yeah.
doing good.
Yeah. And yeah,
Yes.
of course, it's also the tone of voice and all that. That's
Yes.
a different story. But I think it was an interesting conversation. It really made me think about
And also
Or-
something else,
our relationship, our marriage.
that some couples can do. In our case, since we are communicating almost the entire day, all the time, then it's easier. Some other couples that maybe when they have their own work and like busy life and it's not all center at home, then what they can do is, all right, yes, the negative things, they need to be talked as well. All right. So then have a meeting. Like if you were at work, so then create a meeting. All right, 2 times per month, for example. We are going to have 30 minutes or an hour, something like that, every couple decides, where we are coming to this meeting prepared with the list, let's say, of negative things or what you want to call out your partner for. And then at least everyone knows that we're coming to that appointment All right.
With our ego locked in a different
Yes,
room.
I'm ready to listen, mi amor. What you gotta say? A ver.
But only negative things?
Sí.
But what about the positive? When are you gonna make time for those?
Ah, bueno, or can be said in there as well.
Yeah.
Can be, or, well, I'm thinking the positive, like doing it all the time, since I do it all the time. I didn't think about
No,
it.
but
It can be also in that moment as well. But create a meeting for calling out your partner. All right, honey.
And every time
I
you
know.
call him or her out, you need to say 5 good things. That's a good exercise.
Sí.
And if you cannot come up with that, well, maybe I don't know. Consider.
Yeah. No, but some things like, mi amor, I know you have tried to clean your hairs after you shaved in the bathroom. I'm noticing that you are trying to clean.
But you're not doing a good job.
Still, amor.
Amor.
Amor. I see hairs in there, and that really, I really dislike that. So that can be an example.
Yeah, there's many ways to do it.
Yeah.
But that is a good exercise that people can start like planning that and put the ego on the side for that time and agreed on that time. That's nice.
See, and for not having, again, calling out from nowhere maybe, and then in the middle of the tension, if let's say you did something and then right away I'm like, no, but David, come on, like, why you're doing that, blah, blah, blah. No, okay.
There's always a tone of voice also.
Yeah,
Like
write it down
yeah,
somewhere, have it there,
Right.
and you know what? I'm gonna bring it up when we have our meeting. And then, amorcito, do you remember that day when this and this happens?
Got it.
Please, let's manage in a different way.
Yeah. Bueno, that's what I had reflect over since I had this conversation with my friend. I wanted to share it with you and you guys.
But
long
also-
time
Yeah.
since
Oh,
what?
I see, a long time. Yeah, keep going. Yeah, a long time since last time.
Yeah, long time since last time. We have been busy
Yes.
with this
Almost.
and the house and the apartment and the preparation of some other things we're working behind closed doors. And we haven't been able to record and post in a while.
much
But
in
we
a
are
while.
gonna try to keep up with that through
As much as we can.
as much as we
Yes.
can. There won't be any strict scheduling of
Yeah.
maybe every week or every second week. No, it's going to be when we feel and we have the time and energy to put the effort of recording, editing, and posting. So
But wait, then before we close, we think, I mean, to kind of like close up and as a conclusion, we do think in the communication, it is still necessary to bring up things that are doing good. But we want to read what some other people
Sí,
have
claro.
to say about that.
Yeah.
So
Because obviously this was a controversial topic that I had with
Yes.
both of my friends. So please go ahead. We are open for everything. We are just sharing what works for us.
Yes.
I haven't observed their relationships or the relationships that they have witnessed really. So I only heard what they're saying and I respect. I mean, it seems to work. So
yeah, so then just let us
Yeah,
know
yeah,
in the
let-
comments. Write down what do you think. Like, you know what? Yes, I'm team or communicated, positive, negative, or I'm team just communicating when something
Yeah.
is not working.
yeah.
Yeah.
Bueno.
Bueno.
Take care, everyone.
Hasta
Good
la
to see you.
próxima. Bye bye.